Bathtub gin, look some up and let's begin. Oh, knock 3 times, let you in for the bathtub gin. Bathtub gin, lock me up, it is my sin. Oh, bail me out, we'll start again. Oh, the bathtub gin. You know my friends, they love to go out, clubs and parties, they laugh and shout, but there's one thing that'll keep them in, that's bathtub gin. Oh, bathtub gin, mix some up and let's begin. Oh, knock 3 times, we'll let you in for the bathtub gin. Bathtub gin, lock me up, it is my sin. Oh, bail me out, we'll start again. Oh, the bathtub gin. We love rum and whiskey too, bourbon's mighty sweet. Beer and wine are surely fine, but gin is hard to beat. Oh, bathtub gin, mix some up and let's begin. Oh, knock 3 times, let you in for the bathtub gin. Bathtub gin, lock me up, it is my sin. Oh, bail me out, we'll start again. Oh, the bathtub gin. You know my friends, they love to go out, clubs and parties, they laugh and shout, but there's one thing that'll keep them in, that's bathtub gin. Oh, bathtub gin, lock me up, it is my sin. Oh, bail me out, start again. Oh, the bathtub gin. Bathtub gin, mix some up and let's begin. Oh, knock 3 times, we'll let you in for the bathtub gin. Knock 3 times, we'll let you in for the bathtub gin. Knock 3 times, we'll let you in for the bathtub gin. Hey, welcome to Cocktales with Tiki King, the 3rd edition, I believe. 3 weeks we've been going at this whole thing, and I'm glad that you guys could all come here and join us. We're here at the Tiki King Bar. This is the Tiki King Bar. And tonight, we're going to talk about the Brandy Alexander. Oh, that's good. So, Brandy Alexander. Last week we did the Grasshopper. It's another one of those cream drinks. Brandy Alexander, just like that. 3 ingredients, very simple. It's good to make. It's a delicious drink. It warms you up on a cold night. I say that all the time. It'll cool you down on a hot night. If you're getting too hot, Brandy Alexander, cool you right out. So what is it? Brandy Alexander. The history, it actually comes from, originally it was just called an Alexander. It was made with gin. So it was gin and cream de cocoa and cream, and it was just called actually that was called the Alexander II. Anyway, it goes back a long time, turn of the century. It was, I think, first published in 1916 in a bartending guide. Everyone by the name of Alexander has claimed that it's about them and that it was made for them, or that it was made by some bartender for them. And the truth is, there was a bartender named Troy Alexander who invented it at a hotel in New York, supposedly for Phoebe Snow, not the Phoebe Snow you know now, but Phoebe Snow, who was a character that they were using to, strangely enough, promote coal. And she wore this white dress, and it was supposed to be about how great coal was because you didn't get all sooty. And they made the Brandy Alexander because it was this nice white, snowy-looking drink. And who knows, really? I wasn't there. Were you there? I doubt it. You'd be 101 years old now or something. But anyway, so the Brandy Alexander, it's a good drink. It tastes like chocolate and cream, and it's smooth, and it's delicious. You've heard the name. You have. Most people heard Brandy Alexander. It's been in movies. In Days of Wine and Roses, it actually is the drink that takes a young lady to her demise because she says she doesn't like alcohol, and her protagonist says that asks if she likes chocolate, and she does, and he orders her Brandy Alexanders, and that's kind of the beginning of the long descent into madness. And I'll tell you, that's one of the things with cream drinks. The Brandy Alexander has actually been a little bit called a girl drink because it's smooth and it goes down easy, and it's got a reputation for I said Brandy. Oh, you're going to drink the Brandy Alexanders, are you? Yeah. But I'll tell you something. Cream drinks. I'll show you how to make this. It's simple, delicious. You can drink a whole lot of them, and you won't notice until the next day that you shouldn't have drank a whole lot of them. One of its distant cousins is called the Pink Lady, which is actually a gin drink. Pink Lady is, maybe we'll do an episode on it, but it's basically just gin, cream, and a little bit of grenadine. Some people used egg whites, but I spent a whole night drinking them and a whole next day regretting drinking the whole night with the Pink Lady. But yes, the Brandy Alexander, it's a good drink. It's not a girl drink. Anybody can drink them. They're fun to drink. You can. I will say they do have a derogatory. Kurt Vonnegut in his book Mother Night. One of the characters is complaining about a newspaper article which he said was probably written by some pansy full of Brandy Alexanders. But I'll tell you, I drink a few of these, I could probably write you a really good news article. Yeah, so it's, in fact, actually there's Feist, you know, maybe your taste, maybe not. She wrote a whole song called Brandy Alexander about how, well, let's see if I can do it. Brandy Alexander always gets me into trouble, 'cause it goes down easy. Yeah, so it does. It goes down easy. It'll get you into trouble, but I'll tell you, it is a good drink. And maybe, oh look, gosh, my glass is empty. Maybe I should make another one. So I'm going to show you how to make one. Brandy Alexander, what is it? It's brandy and Alexander. I just happen to have some brandy right here. VSOP, good stuff. I happen to have some Alexander right here. I'm kidding. It's called Cream de Cocoa. This is one of those dusty bottles I was telling you about. Go to the liquor store, find dusty bottles. Buy them. They make great stuff. So, cream. I'm going to use half and half because I'm trying to maintain my girlish figure. So, cocktail shaker. Half full of cracked ice. You don't want to use crushed ice. You don't want to use whole ice cubes. We've talked before about what that means, but basically cracked ice gives you the most surface area, so they get the most cooling with the right amount of dilution. So here we go. What you're going to do is take a jigger. This drink doesn't matter because it's equal proportions. So we're going to take a jigger. We're going to use the big half. You want one measure for good measure to measure up. See how you measure? Good brandy. That goes right in there. Next, we're going to use one measure of cream de cocoa. Like I said, we've talked about this before, cream de cocoa. There's cream de cocoa, cream de banana, cream de cassis, cream de violet, cream. There's cream to pretty much anything you want. It's out there. That's one of those dusty bottles. Like I said, go buy it. So one measure of cream de cocoa. That's the chocolatey part that we talked about before. That goes right in there. Screw top. You can tell that's quality. And then one measure of, you can use half and half. You can use whipping cream. You can use heavy cream. I guess you could use milk if you're on a diet. I don't know. Whatever you want to do. So we're going to go with one measure of that. We've talked before about jiggers. If you're having to actually measure out specific amounts, make sure your jigger is the right size. That's all I got to say. This is a Boston shaker. Uses a pint glass for the top half. Give that a good shake. Shake full gin and shake full rye, shake full whiskey, my oh my. I wrote a whole song about shaking cocktails. We're talking about the party train coming up, those of you who are in the know. Alrighty. So what you want is it nice and frothy. I believe I frothed that up sufficiently. Beautiful cocktail. Doesn't quite work, but it's all right. Oh, and there we go. Brandy Alexander. So I want to say thank you guys all for joining us tonight. I want to say thank you for everybody who's helped make this possible. Good drinking and good night. Oh, you know what? I almost forgot. Here's to you. Here's to the poet, the pirate, and the boys in the band. Good night. I might make more of these.